stop.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys. Gridiron updates, week 2 preview and picks. Already week 2 going on.
Crazy.
Rob is 2-3.
2 and 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just had to throw it out there.
So don't listen to anything I say is pretty much what he's saying right there.
And my decent week will not happen again. So it's all bad. It's all bad. So that's why we brought Dom in this week.
That's
Dom's
right.
our
Save
guest.
us.
Here he is.
Save us.
To give us the lowdown.
The difference maker.
The difference maker. Dom's the difference maker. Yes. Anyway, with that, obviously Kev behind the camera, getting everything done for us as always, making sure you guys can hear us just fine. Let's start with game 1 right off the bat. We're going with Commanders traveling to Lambeau on Thursday Night Football. Packers coming off a win in Lambeau, staying home. September 11th game, Thursday night. What do you guys got going on? Commanders coming in 1-0 as well.
I mean, this is an interesting chess match kind of between two defenses. Played really well last week. And,
Definitely.
Daniels racked up they were over 200 yards rushing, so that battle and that defense, Love kind of worked to what would you consider a Lions decent defense last week. So
100%.
I think it's going to be a really interesting battle. I'm going to end up going Packers on this one. Just the home field factor I think is going to be the difference. It could come down to the last possession, but that's kind of how I'm feeling.
It's kind of how you're feeling. So it's a home field advantage for you. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's going to be a
Tough
close
place
game.
to play.
It could go
it's
anyway,
gonna be a great
any
game.
direction.
100%.
Tough place to play.
I already know Dom's going the opposite.
Well, there's a guy specifically on the Commanders
I mean, there's
that he's a slight fan of.
I like
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels. This is going to be a great game. I mean, you got Jaden Daniels, got Jordan Love. It's going to be a great matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But now the Commanders got a little bit of run game. This Bill Krosky-Merritt guy that they
yeah.
drafted in the 6th round,
Yeah.
I think.
I tried to get him in a couple of my leagues.
They call him Bill. His mom started that one
That
time
boy.
ago.
That boy Bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to definitely ride with the Commanders. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got Terry McLaurin, got Deebo Samuel now, and he wasn't looking too fat as everybody would like to
That's
say.
true. McLaurin was kind of quiet
Yeah,
last
but Deebo
week.
Samuel picked it up.
Yeah,
so,
he was the X factor last week.
I would say it's going to come down to the last possession, as you guys were talking about. But to me, it's just really going to come down to what Jaden Daniels does for the Commanders, what options he picks and things like that. And hopefully Bill Krosky-Merritt can keep the boat rolling for him.
Established a little running game. You think
Yeah.
they will? And the bright lights. Daniels typically feels like big games are not an
Too
issue
scary.
to
He's not too worried about
too
it.
worried about it. So, where do you think, Tyler?
Smeltsy.
I think that Washington's offense, I don't know, man, because it's the Packers
supposed to know.
defense.
That's why we're on a
for
podcast.
sure. It's the Packers defense that's throwing it off for me because even with the loss of both coordinators for the Lions, I figured the Lions, we know they'd it's not going to be the same feel.
No, but,
Yeah.
But they
the
still
weapons.
got some great pieces on that offense, and it just something wasn't clicking on Sunday. So I'm not sure if that's. I think that's a little bit of the coordinator situation, maybe, just because it's week 1, dude. It's week 1. There's gonna work out. You got to work out some kinks, right?
Okay.
And I think the Packers are a team that could take a full advantage of something like that.
Right.
So
Tell me what you're gonna say, Coach.
Where we going, Coach?
I don't know.
Come on, Coach. Which direction?
It's gonna be the Commanders. It's gonna be Commanders. I think the Packers are actually favorited in this game.
3.5.
Do we know? Are they? So yeah, do we dare say an upset? But no, I think Jaden Daniels with the mix and Bill. He did come on strong.
Oh, he came on.
Don't get me wrong.
Austin Eckler was doing a
and
little bit.
mixing
but
a little
Yeah.
Debo. If we can get Debo going again, that end around or what was it?
Yeah, it was end around for his only touchdown.
Yeah.
So,
If we can get some more of that going on, some more misdirection with Jaden Daniels and
Yeah.
Bill in the backfield, like, you know what I mean? Like
Little Cliff
that's
Kingsbury offense.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
that's a tough
He's a great
offense.
coordinator.
That's a
Yeah.
tough offense to stop. So
He does.
I'm going to
He's a
go
very
with
creative
mind. The Commanders' offense beating the Packers' defense. I think that'll be the key for me this week, which will lead the Commanders to a close victory. But I think obviously the Packers are tough.
yeah.
it's gonna be tough NFC North. But
What's going to be the difference maker? You think that is it going to be?
is Michael Parsons playing or not? He is a game changer. He's a difference maker himself.
True.
So it's like, is he playing or not? Is he healthy enough to play this week or not?
Yeah.
That went through my mind. So it's like, especially on any option play, you know what I mean?
True.
You're probably looking at him, right? What's he going to do? And he can probably cover them both. That's the problem.
Break it down,
you know what I
Coach.
mean? So I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. If Micah Parsons plays, the Packers could probably win.
That's what I'm rolling dice.
Whatever.
If you can get 25 snaps, Packers win the game.
Sure.
Why not?
That's my
But I'm
bold prediction.
But I'm going with the Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders officially. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep. I know. For sure.
He's trying to say.
All right,
like,
let's roll.
better
Let's
luck
roll.
next
Let's roll. What's our game two? Eagles at Chiefs. Whatever. I mean, this is a toss-up, right? I mean, it's just it's not
I don't
really
know
a
if it's about
rematch,
a-
right? Because Chiefs kind of lost some pieces. Philly seemed like they really didn't lose a whole lot. So for
long as-
me, should I start this one?
Yeah, might as well. You're already on the
Should I
roll.
start this one?
I feel like you're
You're riding it.
It's in Arrowhead. That's tough. A tough place to play.
1.5 Vegas, Philly.
See, I'm seeing 1.5 Chiefs.
Oh, your AI is wrong.
Yeah, I'm
well,
seeing
yeah.
1.5 Eagles.
You're seeing 1.5 Eagles. All
I
right,
talked
well,
to the script writers.
Either way.
We scripted this out.
Who are we kidding? It's going to be the Eagles. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be able to honestly stop Saquon.
You know,
I think that's
Arrowhead's
I
not
think
enough.
Nope. Not this week. Not this early in the season.
Okay.
I think late in the season this could go the other way, but I think this early in the season, again, everybody's gonna be freaking out. Oh my God, the Chiefs are 0-2. Nah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. They'll get their ground. This is a tough way to start the season.
Yeah.
It
for the
is.
Chiefs. And let's see, who do they got next?
It's a
They
tough
got,
hill to climb. You know.
Yeah.
They got the Giants next week in New York. Okay, they'll gain their ground next week, and then they got to turn around and play the Ravens again at home at Arrowhead. Is their defense going to be good enough for that offense? I'm not sure. Well, it's a test. This game and that Ravens game is a true test of where these
100%.
Chiefs are at. So we'll see. I'm going with the Eagles, though. I'm riding with the Eagles, and that makes me want to throw up. But it is what it is.
How you feeling, Dom? Which direction you going? I feel like you got fly Eagles fly kind of look.
I don't
right
like
now.
to say. I can't say things like that,
Yeah,
man.
don't
That's
utter those
yeah. Don't
words.
say
Get the
things
heck
like
outta
that. I
here.
mean, shout out to my Eagles fans out there, but it's gonna be a great game, and they've given us a great slate of games another week in a row. With this, it's coming down to people would say Saquon Barkley, but it's really gonna come down to those pass catchers, AJ Brown, Deontay Smith. Sorry about that. Goddard too. And yeah, I mean, now they got Tank Bigsby coming in there, so I mean he's gonna get a couple of snaps. But to me, I didn't really see much out of AJ Brown, but I feel like the Cowboys were really doubling, tripling teaming him, and he wasn't looking back. I felt like a lot too. I felt like by the time Jalen Hurts was in progression, he was already on to the next one.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, I'm gonna have to ride with the Eagles because what I saw of the Chiefs last week was not enough for me to say, hey, I can take them just because they won the Super Bowls and they got Patrick Mahomes. At the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes can only play offense.
That is
the
true.
defense looked a little skeptical.
Against a good Chargers team, which we would all probably agree.
I got nothing to say bad about the Chargers.
Solid.
It just looked like the team aspect and just like the team morale really wasn't there last week. You saw Travis Kelce getting in Chris Jones's face. You saw other guys just getting in other people's
That
faces.
Super Bowl hangover still continuing a little bit right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take the Eagles at the end of the day.
No, I am curious to see how much the Tank Bigsby thing impacts the Eagles.
Week
if you
one?
can just,
I don't think it's
if you
impact
can
at
just
all.
take, if you can, but not right off the bat, not in this game.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying in general, if you can take some miles off Saquon and keep his legs more fresh,
Well, for sure.
that I mean, I don't know, just chances of bigger play out of
at
Saquon.
one time
I think
he was a top 20 running back last year. Bigsby.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna be a nice little spell back for sure with them. Chiefs. My biggest concern with them right now is their receiving core. Now that Xavier Worthy is probably gonna be out a few weeks,
Right.
Still missing Rice, and now you're down to just Kelsey and Brown. So fantasy-wise, Brown's going to get another ton of targets. Number 80, I didn't. God, what was his name for the Chiefs?
He missed a big catch.
He missed,
and then he made a big catch.
He's going to definitely have to step up to even have a chance in this game.
They say he's got speed, so I mean, hopefully he can just get in the same rhythm with Patrick Mahomes. Then
that needs to happen because
Thornton,
because I don't think the Chiefs' running game's good enough to beat the Eagles, and they need a little something there to have a chip in a chair there. So I'm going, and I think Carter's gonna come out like a beast after missing last week.
No
so
spitting allowed.
Good luck, middle of that Chiefs offensive line, because he's gonna be coming. So I'm going Chiefs. I think it's gonna be 2 tutties.
You're going Chiefs or 2 tutties?
Chiefs are. I mean, Eagles are going to win by 2.
We just wanted to make sure because you were talking Eagles,
so I
and then
wanted to give you the check.
if we wouldn't have said anything, we would just roll with the Chiefs.
I just looked at you
We were just like
I was like, nah,
2 restarts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Eagles are going to roll.
So it's an Eagle sweep across the board
Yeah.
on this one. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Let's see. Okay, so this next game, you guys are probably gonna be like, oh,
That was a good game.
there was better games, maybe.
No.
But I don't know. Something about this game intrigues me. The Jags traveling to Cincinnati.
It's a good division game.
Yeah. What?
No, they're not the same.
Conference game. But, I mean, I think this is a must-win game for Sunshine. Like, just for himself. For Trevor Lawrence, sorry.
Yeah,
Sunshine.
I mean, you can say that about Joe Burrow, too. Does he have blonde hair, too?
But the Bengals don't have a defense. You know what I mean? Like, the Bengals defense doesn't startle me at all. Trey Hendrickson's there. Yeah. Woohoo. Thank God.
Their rookie played nice.
Shamir Stewart?
Yes.
Shamir Stewart,
Yeah. But again, I don't know. There's not a lot to like on the Bengals defense. Now, don't get me wrong. They held up the Browns, but that was a great defensive battle, by the way, that game.
Yeah.
And as I'm tearing apart the Cincinnati Bengals defense.
That's how you
right
do.
now.
You tear it down and bring them back up. Then
But so we'll see. We'll see. I think it's a great test for both teams. This will be a fun game. Actually, it's intriguing. I'm curious where it'd be a good test of where the Jaguars are actually at, because there's times last season where I was like, okay, Jaguars are making a little run here. They might try to make the playoffs here. You know what I mean? But so. Can they battle for the AFC South this year against Houston Texans? This is a game you have to win if you're going to battle with the Texans.
I agree.
Who also don't look awesome right now, but we'll talk about them. Oh, actually, in a little next game. So, whatever. Anyway, have you started with a pick yet? No, you haven't.
Oh,
You get
easily
the
can
start.
do that. I mean, like you said, it's 2 playoff hopefuls
I can easily
right here.
do that. He's going with the Bengals.
So, actually, I haven't even really picked yet. As I talk about it, I usually come up with my decision, actually. So, it's a big game for both, because I think this is where that 9-8, 10-7 scenario comes in later on in the season. Jaguars had a nice victory to start week 1. Burrow, for fantasy owners, they didn't put up big numbers. Still got the dub at the end of the day. That's all they really care about. So I just feel like this is going to be Bengals at home. I feel like they're going to be flying around. I think it's going to be big numbers on the Burrow chase, because they got to make up for last week.
Always.
And so I think they're going to show out exactly. So I'm going definitely Bengals on this one. What do you think, Mr. Smelts?
Definitely
Coach
Bengals
Smelts.
on this one. I would think if the Bengals can get a couple better running lanes for what's their running back's name? Chase Brown?
Yeah, Chase Brown.
If they can get a couple more
last week.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he only averaged like 2 or 2.5 or something. It wasn't.
It was like Jay Williams
awesome.
numbers in his
No,
career.
Jay Will had a little better day. But I like Chase Brown. But I think if they can establish a running game, they have a chance. They do, and it's weird for me to say the Bengals have a chance at home,
Right.
when they are a playoff team. Let's be real. But I think the Jaguars going to edge them out this game, realistically, and it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. Like, is he that dude or not? If he's that dude, unfortunately, time's running out for him. So if he's that dude, you got to have no picks this week, man. None.
Clean sheet.
For sure. This is a big clutch
defense,
game for them. It's a
Yeah.
playoff game almost for them. That's how they should be approaching it.
100%.
I would agree.
You know,
I would agree. If you're trying to actually make the playoffs this season, the Jaguars will have to win this game. So, but I am curious to see Tootin. Is that how you say his name? Tootin.
Tootin. It's Tootin.
I'm curious to see him get a little more carries. Like,
right.
What can he do? Because Etienne's not going to run for 140 yards every single game. That's just unrealistic.
Right.
You know, unless he's going to be that guy like Saquon now, which
I don't see
not yet, right? But we'd really lose credibility. But no, so I'm curious to see what Tootin can do. But yeah, Jags beat him. It's gonna be close. Another close game. A lot of good games this week. But it's gonna be another.
I
close
could see
one.
Brian Thomas Jr. having a big game too this week.
The opportunity's there against
the
this
Bengals
defense. The opportunity is there.
100%.
So I could easily see this game getting into the 30s.
Okay,
You know,
30s. Okay.
I think it's going to be that style of a game.
So fancy owners,
Sign up,
start the bank,
saddle up,
saddle up,
the bank.
whatever you can do to attach yourself to some Bengal or Jaguar.
All right,
You know,
we got Dom.
I mean, for me, I feel like it's a pretty easy pick for me. Just knowing what happened last week with the Bengals, Jamar Chase is going to want to eat. He's going to want to touch the ball at least 10
at home,
times.
yeah.
Minimum 10 times. Got to feed T. Higgins. Joe Burrow is going to be coming out slinging the rock. So I mean, I'm going to take the Bengals, but at the same time for the Jaguars this week, it's going to be a secondary situation. Where are those cornerbacks and safeties at this weekend?
Tough test.
They got a tough test ahead of them. It doesn't.
top duel in the NFL. You go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is that
Gotta
all right?
be.
I mean,
Gotta be.
This week coming up, it's just gonna, like I said, coming down the secondary and just see where that defense is at in general.
Great test for both teams,
Yeah,
honestly.
Trevor Lawrence has got to sling the rock if he wants to win this weekend. No doubt about it. So, but write me down for the Bengals.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think shootout 30 plus.
It'd be nice. It'd be a fun game to watch if it comes down to that.
It'd be the only way I
Speaking
would
of
want to
fun
watch
game,
it.
speaking of fun game, I had people in that other league that Ben and I play in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, this game is so boring about the Vikes Bears game." I was like, "Bro, welcome to the NFC North. It's
Right.
about defense and a running game. You know?
100%.
Like that Lions offense from last year.
Ran us-
That's
yeah.
crazy to see
Right.
out of the NFC North. So
100%.
anyway, sorry, rant. Anyway, what are we on now? Bucks traveling to the Houston Texans.
Great game.
Great, oh man, great game.
I mean, this is like almost another playoff game.
It is. It truly
If
is.
they were in the, I mean, if
They're
they
just
were
not
in the
going to
same-
see each other.
Yeah, until
unless they're in the Super Bowl.
Bowl.
But it is. It's a playoff team. I mean,
Atmosphere
it's the
is gonna be
same.
playoff.
Yeah, quality
100%.
level of teams.
Oh yeah.
I would agree. CJ didn't look awesome in his first game. So curious to see how he can bounce back against a playoff defense. So this is a tough game. I don't know who I want to pick here. I know who I want to pick. I want to pick the Buccaneers, but my gut's telling me the Texans. You know, they're for real too. Like I have every reason to think that the Texans are going to win the AFC South.
Okay.
You know, hoping to see the Jaguars battle them. The Colts came out
I was
and
like,
looked
the
like
Colts
they
are looking
should
a
be.
little bit better than the Texans right
yeah.
now, Smelty.
Nah, week one, dog. Come on.
I mean, still put up 30 plus, man. It's a good week.
No, okay.
I mean, last
week.
last year they were struggling to put points on the board last year as a Colts fan.
We'll see.
Yes,
Danny
sir.
Dimes week one.
I mean, he was in the KLC. He was in the KLC program.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. If he keeps
He's been educated.
Yeah,
but so was Sam Darnold,
educated.
and he looked like dog water kind of for Seattle this weekend.
I guess I didn't really catch that.
It was, I only looked because of Daniel Jones. I only looked to see what Sam Darnold did because I saw what Daniel Jones did. I was like, oh, is KLC school of quarterback for real? You know what I mean? We'll see. It's week one. We'll see. Anyway, all right, getting off topic here.
He's got to
Getting
be
off
the
topic
whisper
here.
more than school. He's going to be telling him in the plays in his ear.
Keeping
That's the key to it.
Giving them the answers to the
Let's
test.
see.
Bucks and Titans.
I mean,
Texans. Not Titans.
What's his name? Baker Mayfield looked awesome at Atlanta in a tough environment to play in. Gets loud in there at what is it? Mercedes Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh gosh,
The Dirty South.
I don't know.
The Dirty
Somebody else want to
Birds.
go first?
Oh, you're scared?
I mean, I'll take that.
Rip it down.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Tom came prepped.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I'm just gonna throw it in there. I'm going Bucks, but anyway.
all right. I mean,
I'll explain it later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ride with the Bucks. I mean, they got a good duo right now, Mike Evans and Buka. coming in as a rookie. I mean, for me, a hot take for me this year is going to be Ibuka Rookie of the Year. How he looked in the first week, he's looking like he's already been in the league before.
Yes, sir.
So, but where it's going to come down for me this week with the Bucks winning, it's going to come down to the run stop. I know that Joe Mixon's out right now for the Texans, but at the same time, I feel like if the Texans want to win, they're gonna have to run the ball a little bit more.
Well,
this
Nick
week.
Chubb, a lot of Nick Chubb,
a little bit more Nick Chubb, and
a lot of Chubb.
and I know Nico Collins had an off week. Jamar Chase had an off week last week. Week 1 jitters, get those things out of the cobwebs, whatever you want to say. But for me, Baker Mayfield, Ibuka, Otten, Mike Evans.
Think they're rolling.
I think they're just going off what they had last year. I mean, they left. I know they kind of had a bad taste in their mouth losing the playoffs last year, but they were still on fire going into the playoffs, and I feel like they're just keep rolling with the game they got.
Houston does have a ridiculous defense, though.
They do
when they're all healthy and flowing. Whoa, that defense is scary on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And they contained the Rams pretty, to 14 points last week. Yeah, so like kind of the keys that I'm thinking is Tampa, disguising their pressures against CJ. Whether he can check out of them, and I guess probably the running game. Nick Chubb needs to be definitely effective. I think Joe Mixon not having them, it really hurts that offense and their dynamic ability because he can catch the ball so well out of the backfield.
Right.
Then they just need to. They play really well off the play action. I think that's probably where CJ's really best qualities. I think he plays, just better that way. So God, this one's a tough one for me. I think the Texans are still going to come out.
I knew he was going to say it. I just knew.
I just a feeling at home.
There's something about that defense for me.
There's something about that defense. I think that the stadium's going to be loud. It's going to get them going. I think it's going to really get after him, Baker. They're going to get their chances in the 20s. I see this game. I think it should be fun. So, but I'm still good. I think that the home team's going to take it down.
Fun game. Home team taking it down. Let's head to our final game.
Game of the week.
No.
Game of the week. Is it game of the week?
Any Vikings game.
That Eagles-Chiefs game is going to be tough. But
any Vikings game is
let's just do it. Yeah.
Sunday night
Falcons
football
at the Vikes.
Prime time.
Sunday night football, prime time. J.J. McCarthy's not scared of that.
Been there, done that.
Somebody else take it over. What do you want to see out of the Vikes this week? What are we doing?
I mean, it's.
Are we scared of Michael Penix?
It's Penix versus McCarthy. It's they both same draft class. Premier. It's kind of a little proving ground a little bit. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Same. NFC. They could be. They could be. Future 10 years down, still battling.
100%.
Penix played. He was pretty effective last week against the Bucs. Took only 1 sack. Atlanta. I don't know if their defense is going to be enough to stop the Vikings. It depends if they come with pressures. It'll be interesting to see JJ against a team that pressures a lot.
Right.
That blitzes a lot. I think Chicago didn't really. They were pretty effective. We're just rushing 4 or 5.
The forefront was just getting there. They had Grady Jarrett, and I feel like we'll see this week how much of a loss Grady Jarrett was to the Falcons.
True. Yeah. So, because where's he up at Giant or where did he?
He was on the Falcons.
I know, but didn't he?
He plays on the Bears now.
Bears now, yeah.
He was given.
So I'm going the Vikings here. It's going to be a squeaker. It's going to be a late night on Sunday night.
Lovely.
Hopefully happy like it was this last Monday. Yeah. So the Vikings definitely need to establish a running game, and then that opens up the rest of it. I think where McCarthy, JJ's at right now,
left on a good turn.
We got to have a running game that really keep him. We can't put it all on his shoulders.
Well, and I think it's the exact same thing if you look at Atlanta, too. Yeah. I mean, they only had 69 rushing yards last week, and 21 of them came from their quarterback.
Robinson.
Bijan went for 100 yards receiving. Yeah. Of course, he's a threat.
100%.
But only, what is that, 48 yards rushing from their 2 running backs combined out of 22 carries. I mean, that's just not enough. You got to have way more yards per carry out of that. So if Atlanta can establish a running game, and I don't know if the Minnesota Vikings defense is a defense to be doing that against. I don't think they're going to see anything better this week.
And if London's out,
well, right. If Drake London's going to, is he out for sure?
I mean, he's questionable.
It's not. I own him in fantasy, and when I'm looking, it doesn't look good. How about
We're going to be
that?
relying a lot on Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Ray McLeod's out there.
Yeah.
So if I'm the Falcons, how I'm beating the Vikings is definitely over the top, trying to air that thing out. That's the Vikings' weakness right now in their defense.
Sure.
We don't know where Harrison Smith, what's going on. So it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Still
and
don't
the
know if
Bears
he's
didn't
going to
even
play this
try
week.
this last week. Did they have one deep shot at all?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple
He
shots.
missed-
The one to Moore, would you consider that a deep shot?
It was a deeper shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean,
but what was other than that? And then
Well,
Komet.
he missed the open.
Yeah,
open
Komet was
corner.
only because we are playing prevent defense.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't want to get anything.
But those are the only 2 deep balls I could think
I mean,
from
he
Williams.
missed like 4 of them, though. He missed 4.
I think there was more there than we saw.
Yeah.
So that is my concern, especially with
yeah.
Michael Penix pushing 300 yards last week. He didn't make it, but 298, whatever. So they're looking to air that thing out, especially with no running game. So I am a little worried about that. I'm going Vikings, obviously. I messed up last week.
Yeah, you did.
Idiot.
You said bear down.
Did I?
No,
I'm
yeah.
Oh, I was like, I did not.
I'm just playing, bro. Come on, man. Got him
Jeez,
scared for a
remember-
second.
jeez,
Gotta
jeez,
have him
jeez.
Remember, we were gonna go have a
Yeah.
conversation back over here.
I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Supposed Vikings fan over here.
Yeah,
There's
obviously.
a chair in the corner for you.
Obviously,
Stare at the corner.
obviously Skull Vikes for me, but looking to see what McCarthy can do. Yeah, week 2, he's ready to quote go to war. So here we go.
I mean, easy pick for me. Vikes all day. For me, again, what's going to come down to B-Flow. What is he going to dice up this week? I know he likes to play that chess game, so he's going to play the long game no matter what offense.
Think he'll change that up this week and come out with heat right away after a younger quarterback?
In a sense, no Cashman. Eric Wilson stepped up a lot last week. Oh, my God. I mean, he
Punt
played
block.
for a punt block, and he came back and played on the
How
defensive
that
side.
dude was filling the run, dude. Oh,
was
it was crazy.
killing it.
Love it.
So
I love it.
Hargrave, Allen, they both combined for 13% of our pressures in the game last week. So I mean,
Allen almost had his first Viking sack.
we missed a lot of sacks this week.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like B-Flow is going to really emphasize on staying home, making that tackle. Because if we can do that against Michael Penix, he's a little mobile, but he's not no Caleb Williams and things like that when it comes down to getting out of the pressure.
Yeah.
For offensive side, J.J. McCarthy's got to do what he did in that fourth quarter. Got to come out slinging. Got to
Just don't
establish
make mistakes,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can make. I'm never going to be worried right now on making mistakes.
Yeah.
As,
Try to limit
as a
them.
rookie
Yeah,
quarterback
he's gonna
in
go right. Yeah,
quotations. I know he sat and saw everything happen, but he wasn't playing the game. So that's way different. Got to establish that run. I think we give a couple more carries to Jordan Mason, and I loved how we were using Aaron Jones this last week.
Yeah.
What a catch.
He's a great receiving back.
Great throw, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He put it on a dime. So I mean, Vikings all the way. Secondary's got to get right. Byron Murphy had a terrible
He wasn't
game.
good.
Did not play up to that contract we paid him for. But
We had
again, week 1, jitters.
Rodgers' tackling was bad.
Yeah.
DB. But bad.
Like I said,
Yeah.
it's going to come down to defense and where Kevin O'Connell puts J.J. McCarthy at the end of the day. So, skull of the bowl.
Let's go to the bowl, of course. So, Vikes going 2-0 this week. You already know.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Rob.
It's all about Penix, and then it's whether if London doesn't play, I think it's gonna be very difficult for them with the Vikings, and you're talking about
Yeah, your fantasy team's in shambles.
Well, B-Flow. Well, I mean, B-Flow is just going to put some crazy. That place is at home. That place is going to be loud.
Oh, we're gonna
so
be
Penix
rocking.
ain't going to be able to check out much. So
No,
it's going to be.
it will be loud.
It's going to be probably the loudest
It's
it's been in
going
a while.
to.
There's some energy.
But it's whether the Vikings can get some flow established in offense early, which they didn't in the first half. It's but I just think they still have a better team,
for sure.
and I just need JJ not to make 2+ turnovers. We might lose the game.
Yeah, for sure.
enough.
He just doesn't have. He doesn't got to win the game, but he definitely can't lose us the game.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Keep us down the road.
Keep us down the road.
Yeah.
With that, we need to go down the road. So, Dom, thanks for being here, my
Hey, it's
guy.
a blessing, my guys. You guys are the best. Banter the boys.
Thank you, brother.
driving again. What is it? Hour and a half?
Alberta Lee.
Yeah. It's a minute. It's a minute
Represent, I
here
like
in
it.
Minnesota to get here to be on the show this week, but he did it. And his significant other again being here as well. Thank you for being here, Rob. You had
I'll
your
be
little,
back.
your little jaunt here.
Yes,
You
it's
made
fun. I'm excited. Week 1 was such a opening
It
football
all
season.
happened so fast.
It
We're
is.
going to be in
It
week
is.
8 before we know it.
It is, but it's just to get it going. Fall's coming around. It's just my favorite time of year. So it gives you something to watch on the weekends. It's
That's
kind of
right.
nice to throw it on the background. I end up having to rewatch a ton of games, but
That's right.
it's part about
Something to do.
podcasting.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Kev, thanks for getting everything done for us behind the camera, as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to the Banter, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or iHeartRadio. There it is. There's the last one.
Got them all.
With that, we will see you next week, as always, on Banter with the Boys Gridiron Updates.
Goal, baby.
Let's go to the ball.
Go.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.